All right, I got 3 tips on how to burn fat. 3 easy tips. I'm not gonna go too crazy in detail. I'm not gonna show you how to work out to your other workout. I got other videos for all that different kind of stuff. But the first method I want to tell you was probably this is the old method I used to use, conventional method. But if you don't know it, it's a good place to start. All right. So the method is burn more calories than you consume. So here's the thing: a lot of people they're gonna be spending their time eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So calories are being consumed all day. They're digesting all day. Depending what kind of food they're digesting, their body could be having a hard time digesting the food, or it could be having an easy time digesting the food. It could be super heavy in fats, cholesterol, artificial ingredients, etc., etc., etc. Or it could be light in that and more pure and detoxifying. So people who eat 3 meals a day are gonna find themselves needing to work out a lot more than the next 2 methods I'm gonna suggest, because you have so many calories and so much food coming in, so much digestion happening. So you're gonna have to do so much more work right along with the amount of food you're eating. You eat more, it means you're gonna have to do more work to be able to eliminate. Tip number 2 is gonna be intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is pushing the first meal back as long as you can take. So if that means just skipping breakfast and then going to lunch before your first meal, or skipping breakfast and then having a late lunch, as well as getting a little bit of exercise before that first meal, that's going to be a good way to intermittent fast. You can't consider intermittent fasting if you still eat breakfast and then you just skip lunch. No, that's it's not really the same thing. It's not the same amount of time that you're spending from the very last meal. The goal of intermittent fasting is to put a gap between the very last thing that you put in your mouth all the way up to the very next thing that you put in your mouth, as far as solid food, not drinks or liquid drinks or anything like that. I'm talking about solid food, solid meals. This is going to give you a benefit because it's going to allow you to start stepping into the gut health realm, the realm of clearing out your gut for part of the day, if you're detoxing during that portion, as well as you're taking steps towards making your body more efficient and being able to run off of less fuel. Now, the last tip number 3, is going to be the big whammy. This is the one that people are going to have to work their way up to. No one's going to be able to start right away with just doing this method. And this method is 1 meal a day. Now, let me tell you, 1 meal a day takes discipline to be able to work up to that point, because you got to have mental control, physical control, as well as knowledgeable preparation. You got to have stuff in place so you can do 1 meal a day properly, so you can eat 1 meal a day and actually be able to get your nutrition. You don't want to eat 1 meal a day and the only thing you're eating is top ramen. That's doing 1 meal a day wrong. That's how you end up getting bad results. So what you want to do is make sure you get good nutrition. You want to make sure you get your micronutrition. I will try spirulina. Check out my spirulina video as well. Spirulina is my favorite micronutrition. More protein than any meat in the world. Now, whether eating 1 meal a day is practical is up to you. It depends on the needs of what your goal is. It depends on how far you're trying to go, how quickly you're trying to get there. But the fastest way to lose a mass amount of weight, transition up to 1 meal a day. If you can do this, you're going to be able to have access to eating the least amount of food, having the most efficient body, as well as you get access to hormone production like human growth hormone and natural testosterone, and leveling out those hormones that are causing people to have unhealthy eating appetites, like ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, and leptin, which is the hormone that lets you know you're full. Did you know eating processed foods upsets this hormone level? One thing I gotta say about eating 1 meal a day, do not think of it as something that you do for the rest of your life. Just know it's gonna be a road of discipline. You're gonna have to be disciplined the whole time. I don't look at it as something that you necessarily have to do every single day, because I don't think that's practical. The needs of your day, say if you're traveling or something, you got all kind of things going on. There's times where 1 meal a day is not beneficial for what you're doing at the time. But if you have the chance and the time and you want to improve your body quickly, working towards 1 meal a day and eating 1 meal a day for a certain amount of time until you reach a certain goal is a tremendous tool that anyone could benefit from in their arsenal. Especially these days. America, I think we're like the #1 spot for obesity. Make sure to check out my other videos. Talk about using spirit energy, using stored fat for energy. Can you keep your muscle while you're doing 1 meal a day? I don't know. You be the judge for yourself.